naka-log out yung Facebook mo eh. Magandang umaga. Good morning, Miss Sharon.
Good morning, Rona. Welcome to our Saturday date.
Yes.
The early morning Saturday date. Love Wins Live Forum.
Yes. Hello to everybody who's tuned in this morning. We're so happy that you're here with us again. And we're grateful that you're spending your Saturday morning with us. We're going to be talking about wedding preparations in the new normal. Of course, I think this is our eighth.
The
Seventh
7th.
broadcast. Okay.
Yes,
So,
broadcast.
kaya,
So magto 2 months na ron tayong magka-date every
yeah.
Saturday morning.
And we thank you so much for really tuning in and sending us your questions, letting us know what's on your mind. And we're gonna be asking a little bit more of that this morning. So, meron na
Kasi
bang mga
mga
nanonood with us?
nagtanong. Oh, like we started with ano, 'di ba? Ang first broadcast natin yung the couple who got married during the ECQ, during extreme community quarantine. And then we've also heard from the photographers,
Mm-hmm.
the event stylists, the wedding planners on some of them, well, most of them have started doing mga quarantine events, quarantine
Mm-hmm.
weddings. So now ang topic natin, 'di ba sabi nga natin, be confidently safe and beautiful. Kasi,
Yes.
kasi mas detailed na, mas detailed. So, this one is parang directly involved in a sense na parang medyo up close and personal na yung involvement mo with the supplier. Hindi na siya from a distance.
Yes.
Medyo. Oo, kasi we'll talk about what's it like having your hair and makeup done
Mm-hmm.
during quarantine and what's it like to have your gowns, your intimate wedding dresses, or yung mga fitting mo done during the time of quarantine, and
Yeah.
what what the makeup artists and the fashion designers are doing as they prepare when we finally open up and we go into the new normal. GCQ pa rin tayo no? Hindi pa tayo shift.
Yes, unfortunately, we are still in GCQ, which means at this point, our mass gatherings are only until 10. So until
Then,
we move into MGCQ, I think we'll be able to get another, I suppose, medyo mag-increase yun ng konti, no? But what we've been talking about in the past few weeks are, of course, looking at weddings maybe in the next, I guess, towards this latter half of the year. Kasi, believe it or not, guys, nakakalahating taon na po tayo.
sabi ko nga, pagdating next Tuesday, end of June na. So, we realize na, ay, malapit na mag-burr.
Yes, yes. So, the past few weeks, we've been imagining or sort of talking about what it's going to look like. Maybe if you're getting married end of the year or let's say early half of next year, considering all the realities, but at the same time, knowing that there are creative solutions and there are many ways that we can continue to celebrate your wedding, continue to celebrate your love. And that's really what we're all about here at the Love Wins Live Forum.
Yes. Okay, let's call our first guest na, Rons. I'm sure gusto na nila marinig.
Yeah,
from
so
from our guest herself na how does she go about, because she has been doing some events already the past few days, how she has been handling yung mga events niya during quarantine. I'd like to call on our first guest for this morning, Miss Nybie Nang. She's a makeup artist at isa sa mga suki ng themes and motifs, no? Especially ng inspirations. No? We've worked a lot with her in the magazine, and she will share with us this morning. She has done an intimate wedding. Yesterday, galing po siya ng prenup. And then, sabi niya, meron pa rin siyang another intimate wedding in the pipeline. So, good morning. I'd like to call on Nybie. Nybie Nang. Good morning, Nybie.
hi,
Hello.
good morning.
Good morning. Ayan. So,
We
Nybie
already
is
have fans saying hello.
Hi.
Maybe excited for you. O, di ba? You have, ayan, meron ka ng fans saying hi. Hi ka
Si
naman
Nanay
sa
Yvonne. Si Nanay Yvonne, she's a stylist din sa wedding industry.
Oh,
Si Miss
okay.
Yvonne.
Thank you so much for listening and watching with us.
Good morning kay Miss Imelda Mabansag. Thank you for watching here. Ayan. Si Nybie, well, in the wedding industry, kilala talaga natin siya as a makeup artist. But do
Yes.
you know, I don't think a lot of people know, at least yung mga soon to weds, no? Si Nybie started out her career as a medical technologist. Diba?
Yes.
So, she was in the health profession at kung hindi po siya nag-shift ng career, isa siya sa ating mga dakilang frontliner. Sana ngayon. Oo.
Oo. Frontliner na sa pagpapaganda ngayon.
Oo, ngayon frontliner ng pagpapaganda. Oo, pero,
Ganda. I love that.
kanina nga, di ba, parang backstage when we were talking, malaking bagay that she started out as a medtech because a lot of those things, you're applying that now, Nybie, diba? A lot of the things that you've learned, yung sanitation protocols in the laboratory, para wag kumalat ang bacteria at viruses.
Viruses, yes. Oo. Yung corona is is a virus. So, mas maganda na meron tayong information on how to not spread the virus. As a makeup artist kasi in the beauty industry, we should be knowledgeable on how to contain it and not to spread the virus to our clients. But we cannot be 100% risk-free from the virus, diba? So what we can do is have knowledge on how to best protect ourselves. When we are protected, 'di ba? Mas nagbibigay tayo ng service na protected din yung clients natin at the same time.
So what are some of the changes that you've made as a makeup artist? Yun nga, no? You've already done some jobs these past few weeks. And I know Nybie's actually sent me a video that she did in collaboration with tama ba?
Hardin de Miramar, yes.
Yes, Hardin de Miramar. So she talked a little bit about
Medyo nag-freezy,
yes.
Miss Rona.
Nawala tayo.
Nag-freezy.
Am I here?
Yeah.
Hello?
Saan
Yes.
ka?
Okay. So she talked about sanitation protocols that she's doing. So now, no, I think if we see makeup artists in same day edits or next day edits, as we have said, ngayon naka PPE na sila, of course, full gear of face mask, face shield, and all of that. But I'm gonna let Nybie talk about it. So what are some of the things you've done personally when it comes to your practice, I guess?
During this time of pandemic and the new normal, no, we cannot assure you to be 100% risk-free. But if we can comply to the strict sanitation, disinfection, and personal protective equipments that are encouraged by the WHO and the CDC, we can protect ourselves and our clients from the spread of the disease. The proper knowledge and information can benefit both the client and the artist. No? So we can be safe and beautiful at the same time. Wedding, after all, is a necessity, no, to start the basic unit of life. So we need to be informed, really.
Kung ano yung nangyayari as far as the new coronavirus is concerned.
Yes.
Kasi I think that's a may nagpapa-appointment na sa'yo, Nybie. Nag-distract ako. Hi, Miss, sabi ni Christy. Hi, Miss Nybie, can we have an appointment? Di ba? Nagpapa-appointment. Can we make an appointment? Ayan. Well, going back, yun nga, I think marami kasing nagtatanong, parang, or maybe they're not too confident na posible ba okay ba magpa hair and makeup, because there are when we started Rons, talagang hindi namin ma-imagine weddings happening again, and we found a couple who got married in the ECQ, but akala nga namin parang matatagalan before that happened, but almost 2 months now of doing this, we've seen and interviewed couples and suppliers who've done intimate weddings. Pero wala pa kami nakakausap na makeup artist.
Yes.
Yun nga, kasi, and we'd like to find out, because I remember last week I was talking to another makeup artist. And sabi niya nga, kayo yung talagang up close and personal when you work with the client. Kasi sabi niya, walang 12 inches away kayo.
Yes.
So
And you're
you really
working
can be.
also areas that you're not supposed to touch. Diba?
Mhm.
Yung, we always say don't touch your eyes, your nose, your
Mhm.
mouth.
Correct.
But of course, makeup artists, you actually have to touch the eyes, the nose, and the mouth of your client. So
Oo.
how do you, is that your
Um,
Ano yung I mean, ano yung sige, as a makeup artist, ano yung preparation that you've done or will continue to do, and maybe you can share this sa mga nanonood rin na makeup artist, kasi at least yung maganda kay Nybie may medical may
yes.
medical foundation, 'di ba? And then
Sanitation is not just alcohol. It's like
yes,
the works.
oo. Tapos, ano rin yung dapat preparation na gagawin ng bride, and if the mom is also having her makeup
Yes.
done, or kung hindi pwede mom, the senior citizen, or maybe the somebody sibling or somebody in the family will have their makeup done. Ano yung dapat nilang paghandaan when they finally decide to have their hair and makeup done by a wedding professional?
okay. First off, we can start off with the no, yung protocols that we do in the lab. We can incorporate that on how we can be safe sa wedding industry or sa beauty industry on our case, di ba? First off, in the laboratory, it's a rule of thumb to treat every specimen as positive. So when we receive a specimen, we treat that as positive. So it's a good advice now, at a time like this, during the pandemic, na to treat everyone as positive. So, kahit na mukha siyang negative, you have to treat that person as positive so that it would give you an additional precaution as a makeup artist or as a person to be healthy and safe, di ba? Since you keep in mind na positive siya, you do necessary precautions
Hmm.
to keep yourself healthy, no? So,
Hmm.
since we are also more exposed kasi mas close contact kami with the client, usually less than 1 meter apart, no? We also touch the most contaminating parts of the body like the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. So we need to apply safety protocols and personal protective equipments para to protect ourselves, no? In doing makeup, there is three crucial parts in a makeup appointment. So yung pre-preparation during the makeup appointment itself, and the aftercare or the after disinfection and sanitation. So we have to keep that in mind. So I made pointers, so I'd like to share. So for the pre-appointment preparation, so it is very necessary for us to sanitize and disinfect the tools of the trades that we use for our client, no? So we
Mm-hmm.
can do this by UV sterilizing and disinfecting the tools that we use using 10% sodium hypochlorite or bleach. So it kills viruses and bacteria. So the UV light helps us to kill the virus and the bacteria
Mm-hmm.
as well. So kunwari alam natin, 'di ba, the sunlight, magpapaaraw tayo para mamatay yung bacteria. So it works
Yeah.
as the same thing. So when we use the
And
UV light, that
that's
works.
something
It
that
works at
is practiced also by makeup artists, by professional makeup artists. I mean, sanitation, di ba? That's
Mhm.
already done talaga naman
Mhm.
before. But of course, the
Mhm.
UV light is just probably the new step
Mhm.
now that there's a virus going around. Tama ba?
Yes, oo. We do this naman na, but
Yes.
ngayon kasi we parang mas hina-highlight natin siya and we have
Yes.
to do this religiously. So,
Yes. Tama.
kailangan siya talaga.
Yes.
So, second
Nag-
is, I'm sorry, Miss Rana. Nag
oh, yeah.
Naghang.
Sorry. Second.
Ay, the second step for the pre-appointment is hand washing. Hand washing is a must. So marami man tayo
Mm.
napapanood na videos on how to do the hand washing. So we follow the 20-second rule. So to thoroughly clean our hands. And then before the appointment, we prepare for our personal protective equipments, no? So yun yung mask, the face shield, the gloves, and the gown. So, suggestively, the gown, long sleeve siya para in case na mag-sneeze yung client, mapuntahan tayo ng bodily fluids, we can just readily take off the gown and put it into laundry.
Hindi naman siya kailangan PPE na yung full battle gear na PPE.
Actually, mas suggested na naka-full PPE ka na long sleeves nga siya. Para in case, kasi nga, since we're less than 1 meter away from the client, hindi natin alam kung kailan siya magka-cough, tapos wala siyang mask when we're doing makeup, hindi natin alam kung kailan siya magka-cough, magsisneeze. So just in case, we can easily remove the clothing right after the appointment. Yun.
Okay.
So, when we use the gloves, it's advisable that we wash our hands before putting on the gloves first. So, number one pa rin, even though we're using the gloves, number one pa rin na mag-wash tayo ng hands. Yan. So, the next step is you have to tie your hair away from your face.
Right.
So that it won't fall on your face. Kasi mas matetend na mag-scratch ka ng eyes mo, maghawi sa face mo. So, mas prone yon sa exposure from the virus. So, then after that, there is also a COVID health check form for clients for additional safety. You can let them fill it up. Kunwari, may fever, may history of sore throat a week before or during the ano. So you can know then kung if you will accept the client or not for your safety and for their safety as well. Also, contact tracing is easier to do kung meron kang form na meron kang COVID, ayun nga, health form.
Okay, like a health declaration
form.
Yes, health declaration.
You do that. You do that. You make them fill out the form.
Suggested siya para yung lalo na yung clients na hindi mo talaga kilala. Kasi kunwari within your circle, okay din na you have to let them sign, pero for the clients na wala ka talagang hindi mo talaga directly kilala, 'di ba? So you can easily trace kunwari magkaroon ng incident kasi nga as we always say, we are not 100% risk free. So, it would be easier for the contact tracing in case there would be a possible case.
Right.
Yun. So, yung used brushes also, we have to prepare Ziplocs and kits on where to put the used brushes and the used PPEs. So, after using, important din on how to properly dispose it.
Right. And now, I think what I read from what you were what you sent before is you only use one brush per client now, tama ba?
Yes, like, advisable. Yes.
Siyempre, meron akong brush dito. If the brush was used on, let's say, me, you will not use this anymore on the next client. Let's say you're doing bride plus 2, di ba? That's very normal when it comes to weddings. Or maybe now it's bride plus mommy. Or bride plus sister. So, hindi mo na siya gagamitin dun sa next. Tama ba?
Yes. It's very advisable that we use a different set of brushes for each of the client now during the pandemic. Kasi, syempre, di natin alam. As I've said, di ba, we have to treat everyone as positive para at least it's an additional precaution for everyone, for the client and also for our team.
What about the makeup itself? Well, I don't know, no? There might be people who are asking, can they also catch the virus or can it be contaminated? Let's say, nag-share tayo ng blush or nag-share tayo ng mascara or something like that, no?
That's a good question, no? So that's why yun nga papasok yung UV sterilization. You can easily put your makeups in a room, a dark room, then there's a UV lamp, then you can sterilize it right after using. Also yung mga blower, curlers, comb, and also the brushes, yan, lahat. So additional siya, medyo mas tedious, pero we have to do it We have to take a step on how to prevent the spread of the virus, but still continue doing the work. Kasi wedding is very essential di ba?
Yeah, oo. Tuloy ang kasal nga
It is a necessity
Oo. Nybie, question, you mentioned yung UV light.
Yes.
Are you using that, yung UV light?
Yes.
And I'm sure you know how to use it because you were a medical technologist, no?
Yes.
And alam mo how to use that. But I think kasi the past few days, there have in the news, medyo napag-uusapan ng UV light technology because, if you're an ordinary person at alam mo lang pamatay siya ng virus, you can just use it nakala mo ordinary lamp, di ba?
Mhm.
But what is the proper way? Of course, pati yung mga couples or clients out there na siguro ngayon ang pagme-makeupan sa house kasi wala pa tayong mga hotels. And they'd like to sanitize the area where they will do the hair and makeup. Ano yung proper way of using the UV lights?
Mhm.
Kasi nga kami ordinary people, mga lay people in terms of because there are also health issues tied up with using of UV lights pag hindi maayos or hindi tama yung paggamit. So what is the proper way of using that to sanitize an area or to sanitize yung gamit?
Mm. So, usually sa laboratory, I used to work in the microbiology section of the laboratory. So, we use the UV light to sanitize the biosafety cabinet of the laboratory. So, it really kills the viruses. So, it works that way also. When we have a UV lamp, it sanitizes, disinfects, and kills the viruses on the surrounding area na nako-cover ng ilaw ng lamp. So, when we have that lamp, kailangan din natin lang alam yung precautions on how to use it. So, dapat walang tao dun sa room, totally
Mhm.
dark yung room, kasi light nga, di ba? So, kailangan dark siya. So, dapat din, wala ding living thing na nasa loob, like plants, fish, or whatever, pet,
Mhm.
or
Pets.
human. May kunikwento kasi sa akin si Pao, parang nasa news, parang there's a group of friends na nag-sterilize daw, tapos nasa loob sila. Tapos nagkaroon sila ng keratitis. Kasi, as I've said, di ba, yung UV lamp works like the sun. So, when you
Mhm.
stare at the sun, what happens to your eyes? Di ba, sumasakit siya talaga. So, it works that way. So, talagang hindi possible na may tao sa loob and you can
Look at
parang you can look at it
light.
straight. Oo, yun. So, yun yung dapat i-consider. So, dapat walang tao sa room, totally dark yung room. So, before using those things, you have to also research. Kaya nga pinupush natin talaga yung information on doing things, properly doing things. Also, with using the gloves, yun nga, kailangan mag-hand wash ka muna bago mo ilalagay para mas effective siya.
Right.
So, pag suot din ng mask, proper din na mag-alcohol ka muna or mag-hand wash before putting on the mask. So,
Mhm.
mas better ka protected if you know the proper steps on how to do the protocols.
And I think you shared also, no, because last week we guested Alvin and Trisha, and you did Trisha's makeup, diba, for
Yes,
her
yes.
wedding. And you blogged about it. You blogged about your experience doing makeup. And of course, we can share the link. I think we will share the link in this in their Facebook Live so that if you're watching, if you want to read it, you can read it. And Nybie's heart is really to be able to also share with other makeup artists the proper way to be safe and make sure that we're all doing these protocols properly. So what was the experience like when you were doing the makeup of Trisha, and yesterday, you did also a prenup. And tell us your experience of doing makeup now.
With Trisha, parang first time ko lumabas after 3 months of being in quarantine. So,
Mm-hmm.
parang nakakatakot pa lumabas kasi hindi mo alam yung i-expect mo. So,
Mm-hmm.
kailangan ng communication between the bride and the artist kung paano kayo makakapag-compromise. Kasi with her, parang sabi niya, I still want to look pretty on my wedding day. Kasi syempre, you would understand, di ba? Any girl would still want to look pretty on one of their most important days of their lives, di ba? So, I really felt what she really want to achieve on that day. So, parang Thursday siya tumawag, Saturday yung wedding niya. So, I asked my husband kung papayagan ba niya ako na mag-makeup. Tapos, we took into considerations also yung exposure, on how we can do the appointment better. So, nag-usap kami ni Trisha na walang tao dun sa room, siya
Mm-hmm.
lang. So, less exposure. And then, yung room na pag-make-upan namin is, yun yung lilipatan nila. So, on my side, safe. On her side, safe. So, we decided to proceed with the makeup appointment. So, yun. Kasi sa panahon ngayon, parang sobrang nakakasad, lalo na kung passionate ka about what you do, na hindi ka
Right.
makapag-makeup, hindi ka
Yes.
makapag-photoshoot. So, parang nakaka-refresh na to do something after 3 months of yung kung ano yung ginagawa mo na masaya ka.
Yeah. And I guess for the brides, no? I'm sure if you're listening, if you're a bride, I don't think Trisha's the only bride who had that thought na I'm gonna get married. I want to look, radiant. I want to look gorgeous. I want to look that I wasn't problemado during the ECQ, diba? Parang glow naman. And we have suppliers and partners like Nybie who that's their joy din talaga. That's their joy to be able to bring you your best self when on your wedding day. And Trisha looked really great. And I think that's also
kahit naka-mask, di ba?
Yun na yung bagong look the mask bridal look.
Yes. So talagang parang liquid lipstick na yan, para pag tinanggal mo yung mask, lipstick pa din siya, di ba?
Naka-lipstick pa rin yun. Naka-lipstick pa rin yun, Nybie.
Naka-lipstick pa rin. Kasi tinatanggal naman nila for photoshoot purposes. Di ba, meron tayong bridal look of 2018, 2019. Yung 2020 yung may mask sila. So, kailangan maganda yung eyes.
Oo, yes. And the reason we decided to do this broadcast today is because when it comes to preparing or planning for the wedding, diba, before COVID, before everything, the way we would prepare for weddings or any event in general is everybody comes at the same time. Ito yung call time, and we stuff all the people in one room. Diba? We're so used to that. Whether photo shoot or wedding or any event, it's ito yung venue, be there at 8, and everyone's there. And obviously, that's not going to be the case anymore moving forward. Whether you're getting married in GCQ, MGCQ, or
New normal,
as long as there's no vaccine, as long as we're speaking, brutal facts. As long as there's no vaccine, these the way that we did things cannot be done. But that doesn't mean we call it off entirely. That just means we're gonna make adjustments with scheduling and ingress and all of these things. So with makeup, I think what's been done recently by our guests and other people we've spoken to is you come in earliest, I think, no? Almost you're maybe the first. Yes. And then do your makeup with just the client or the bride and you. Wala nang mga assistants, wala na ring mga alalay si bride.
And wala rin yung photographer.
Right.
Initially, wala ang photographer.
Or videographer, yeah. So when you're done, you leave.
Yes.
Or parang mag-overlap lang saglit, maybe 5 minutes of pictures or video footage from photographer, videographer for posterity. And then, na yon? Leave na yon, di ba? Para one less person in the room. Tama ba?
Yes, I agree. Kasi ngayon, with regards to the GCQ guidelines, 10 lang din talaga for the intimate wedding. So usually, mas prefer din ng client to have their families instead of the makeup artist or the photographer to attend. Because if you have 10 people, di ba, 2 na yung parents on one side, so 2, 4 na agad. So most probably, you'd want your family to be on your side during your wedding. Yeah. So the makeup can be done before the wedding, and then no retouches na. So less exposure for the client and the makeup artist as well.
Right.
Mas mahirap ba ngayon, Nybie? Mas mahirap, mas matagal? Given that you have to follow, well, at least ikaw, di ba? You have certain procedures that you observe. Mas mahirap ba kumilos ngayon as a makeup artist? If you compare it to before?
Mas tedious yung sanitation, infection protocols before. Mas matagal pa yun kaysa yung mismong makeup itself. Kasi kailangan tedious kapag paglinis, pag-sterilize and everything. Actually, mas matagal pa nga yun kaysa the makeup itself. Lalo maglalast lang yung makeup itself around less than an hour or an hour. And then tapos na. Pero yung before the protocol, wash your lab gowns, prepare your PPE, prepare your trades of the tool for sanitation, disinfection, yun yung mas matagal ngayon. So, yun yung iti-take into consideration. Tsaka, yung sa mga clients, kasi usually, sabihin nila, ba't ang mahal pa rin? Wala naman ang retouch. Di ba? Sabihin.
Mm-hmm.
Pero, in reality,
Mahal kasi wala nang retouch.
kasi doble yung exert the effort ng mga makeup artists nyo on how they will do the sanitation and infection.
Mahal. Mahal ang PPE.
Yes.
Diba? Pag na-hospitalize ka nga, diba? I don't know how true, but I've heard from other people, pag na-hospitalize ka, the PPE that the hospital staff are using, diba? Parang that's charged to you. Tama ba yun?
I did not know.
Oo, lahat yun. Kaya di ba sabi nila, mahal magkasakit ng COVID kasi lahat ng papasok sa kwarto mo na medical staff at naka-PPE siya, it will be charged to you. So, that's the bill mo. So, to your bill. So, yeah, I guess may additional cost, di ba? But again, hindi mo naman matatawaran yung safety mo.
Yes.
Di ba? Yun. So, I think that's kasi yun nga ang next question ko when I asked kung yung process, kaya ang next question ko, does it now make a big difference sa rate ng makeup artist? Should it make a big difference? Mas magmamahal ba? Or, ano yung effect nun?
For me, it's makeup's artist discretion on how she or he will rate his or her services. Mm-hmm. So, it depends. It really depends. So, pwede rin kasi pumasok na you have to be empathetic on, what's happening, na halos lahat, wala din work. Pero, as I've said, wedding is a necessity. Kailangan yun to start the basic unit of life. So, it's also a way to honor God before going into a family, diba? So, it's really a necessity. So, it's really up to the makeup artist on how he or she will charge his or her services.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe is there I'm just curious, among makeup artists, I'm sure nag-uusap-usap kayo, but is there some form of, siguro parang Zoom meeting na may instructional, na parang may common ground kayo na, okay, ito ang gagawin nating steps. Diba? Kasi parang, I'm sure parang kasi yun yung question ng mga brides na meron bang standard procedure na dapat sundin. So, amongst the makeup artists, is there some sort of like a meeting or a Zoom meeting, a webinar na really just to talk about the procedures that should be followed? Yung basic na dapat talaga ito ginagawa. Kasi, di ba, baka yung iba, additional na lang yun. Di ba, kung yung iba, surgical mask, yung iba mag-N95, so kanya-kanya diskarte. Is there something like that happening now in the industry?
There are groups who does that. Pero, for now, kasi yun nga yung, actually, it's a good thing that you did this Love Win Lives forum, no? So, we educate and inform makeup artists, clients, on how to do safety on the new normal. And ako din kasi as a makeup artist, I was searching for new protocols in the beauty industry, internationally, locally. Right. Pero very limited pa yung resources and there is no like definite guidelines on how to do it. So siguro yun yung magandang gawin ngayon ng makeup artist is to team up and do a standard protocol on how to better protect ourselves since we are all in this together, di ba?
Right.
Yeah, so we're calling on all the makeup artists. Maybe one of these days we can have like a webinar.
Yeah.
We can have a webinar and because we really like to be able to be of good service to the client. Yeah. And again, sabi nga ni Nybie, talagang, and for others, they really consider yung getting married an essential step, no? Especially pag plinano mo na, there are couples out there that would not want to hold yung life nila, put it on hold. There are those that who would just like to start spending their life together. So tayo, as a supplier, I think it's about time because weddings are starting to happen. I mean, it's been happening slowly. We're going back, and whether we like it or not, diba, sabi na, oh, when the new normal come, when the new, I guess this is our normal now.
Yeah.
Normal ngayon ng GCQ. I mean, we don't know how long it will last. If we shift to another category, then that's going to be our normal for like 2 to 4 weeks, to 6 weeks, 8 weeks, But we really have to equip ourselves because the weddings will happen, whether it's small or big, it's going to happen. And maybe, would you agree with me na actually kahit matapos tong pandemic, maganda that we have the safety measures in place because hindi lang naman kasi coronavirus, hindi lang may
Right.
COVID-19 dapat natin pag-ingatan na virus, di ba yung coronavirus. There are lots of viruses out there na tingin ko lang parang ngayon lang naging mas conscious on health and sanitation yung mga tao because of the devastation that COVID-19 has done to us and to the rest of the world. Pero magandang mag-standardize ng health protocols din sa mga makeup artists, especially since kayo guys ang pinakamalapit sa kliyente. I mean, for your protection and the client's protection. Sabi nga ni Nybie, i-treat mo lahat na possible positive
Yes.
ano for the virus. Maski ikaw, 'di ba sabi rin nila Nybie tama?
Yeah.
You
You have to act as if you have it.
Oo, you act as
Yes.
your
It would give additional safety for everyone around you if you're more cautious.
Yeah. And I guess yun, kailangan i-emphasize. Pag nakita niyo po si Nybie na nagbe-makeup sa inyo, na fully, in full battle gear, all covered, it's really not because hindi, of course, syempre kailangan niya protektahan ang sarili. Especially, she has a very young kid at home pa, di ba? So, more than that, it's really because, because she has a health practitioner siya in her past life. It's really because she is protecting you, the client, because she knows that there is a small percentage that she can be a carrier. So, hindi siya balot na balot dahil takot siya na hawaan niyo siya. Pero iniisip niya, posible baka ako ang may dala. That's why I am doing this to protect you.
Yeah.
Yun. Kasi baka iba sabihin ng OA, I mean, ang OA, hindi ba pwede face shield na lang at mask, di ba? And I mean, there will be suppliers who will go the extra mile really to cover themselves up. It's not because they're scared of you, but because they'd like to protect you. I mean, they'd like to give good service, help you have the dreamy, Instagrammable wedding that you've always wanted, but at the same time, gusto nila safe, di ba? And in this case, confidently safe and beautiful. O, di ba? Dapat ganyan ang mga answers sa mga beauty pageant.
Correct.
So, Nybie, do you have any last words you'd like to share with our soon-to-wed couples, no, brides and grooms who want to move forward with their wedding and really push through with their wedding? And siguro yung ganon, yung gusto ko maganda pa din ako, kahit 10 lang kayo. Gusto ko pang di ba?
Oo, di ba?
Maganda pa rin ako sa mga pictures.
Oo, laban ko man lang parang ganon. Pia works back confidently beautiful with a heart.
Tama. Tama. Looking back, di ba? Ang sarap kasi ikwento din ito. No? Kinasal ako nung pandemic, pero ang ganda ko pa din.
Yun talaga yun yung highlight.
Diba? Very lola, pero lola basyang yung kwento, pero
Pero
ayun. Yan. So, maganda yan, no, na talaga na, kasi nga, syempre, yun nga, last tips for the brides, no. Wedding is, very essential, and it's a necessity to start the basic unit of life, to honor God, diba? To start a family. So, before having a family, you want to honor God. That's why you're getting married. Yun yung priority natin, no. So, we know that, love is inevitable, and it can endure all things. So, what we can do is to be informed, so we wouldn't be too confident to risk our lives just to be pretty, no? So we have to be really informed on how to do it properly. So that's why there's also a good advice on Proverbs 22:3. The shrewd one sees the danger and conceals himself. So safety and following guidelines from the government is needed for our safety. So we can proceed with our wedding preparation and still be beautiful on our wedding as long as we are well prepared, no? And well informed.
Yeah.
So mas better na talagang we take into consideration to research and be well prepared before doing our task.
Hmm. Kailangan mutually ano yan, not just for the brides, but also for the suppliers involved, di ba?
Mhm. Yes.
Oo. Hindi kailangan magbuwis buhay para maging maganda.
Hindi.
Yeah, pero posible. Posible, di
Posible.
ba?
Yes.
Posible maging maganda
With the
na
right
hindi
information.
with the right information. Yeah, so that has been very informative, Nibi. Siguro, I think siguro we can also discuss this offline and maybe come
Yes.
up with I don't know, maybe pwede natin pag-isipan, no? Pag-collaborate tayo on that webinar. Maybe we can do something like that
Yes.
for the industry. I'll give you a call one of these days kasi yun nga we're here to inspire, to help, and really ito yung maging positive hindi sa COVID but maging positive ang outlook ng mga tao when it comes to celebrating and realizing that in the end love wins, tuloy ang kasal. We just have to make sure that we really do it safely within the minimum health standards issued by our government.
Correct.
So, Niji, how can they get in touch with you apart from booking you through our Facebook Live comments?
They can message us on our FB page, Makeup Artistry by Nybie Nang, or our Instagram at Nybie Nang, or through our website, www.makeupbynibienang.com.
Yes, and Nibby's done my makeup, no, for inspirations. She did my makeup for my editor's note, and I have to say, sobrang bilis, pero sobrang linis. So if that's a super plus point when it comes to ano, diba? Now you don't want a very long preparation time kasi nga to minimize the exposure. So thank you, Nibby, for joining us this morning and enlightening us na ganun pala yung when it comes to doing your makeup. There are ways around it and not to be afraid to, kasi baka people think, you're sharing with other clients and all of that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to having that webinar and baka maging moderator uli kami. So thank you so much, and we
Thank
hope
you.
that you continue to have more bookings this.
Yes, oo. Meron na siya, di ba? May prenup, tapos you have an
Yes.
upcoming intimate wedding again na Nibie.
Up.
So if you're getting married, wanna have portraits done, call Miss Nibie.
Oo.
Thank you.
Tapos Nib, send us
Yes,
naman
po.
send us updates of your projects para
Yeah.
we can continue to share and inspire others and also show them, oh, this is how you do it, di ba? It's being done and you can do it this way. So
Yes.
yun, let us know, PM us, share with us. We'll also post it para to inspire others.
Sige pa. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, Nibie. Have a great weekend. God bless.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
So
Bye-bye.
we have another guest coming up. But before we get to our other guest, we have a quick video we want to share with you because we still have 4 days, tama ba?
4 days
4
to
days for the
go.
bridal marketplace. So that ends in June 30. So roll VCR. Nandun na yung video natin for the bridal marketplace.
Yes. Ayan. So please don't forget to go to the bridal marketplace of Themes and Motives. Just go to www.themesandmotives.com. 4 days to go. Ang dami pong special discounts and great deals, I mean, Rona, nakakaloka ha, 50% on jewelry,
Wow.
50% discount, free delivery, lifetime cleaning service, lifetime repair. Ria Di Guzman, a makeup artist, since it's her 11th year, para meron siyang 11-11 promo. Diana Kwong, airbrush, is 12,000 pesos. So, ang dami-daming discount, even the men's shoes, si Godfather shoes, uh, discounts and packages you will not normally get. And most of these packages will be honored effective siya until 2021. So if you have plans of getting married, not necessarily in the immediate future, as in the next 2 to 3 months, pero may plano ko in 2021, now is the best time to book, and you can find the best deals at the bridal marketplace of Love Wins, #tuloy yung kasal, bridal fair. So go to www.teamsandmotives.com. Yon, so ang ating next guest, kasama pa rin sa pagiging confidently safe and beautiful. Kasi 'di ba, maganda nga ang face mo pero dapat maganda rin ang kasuotan mo. Yes,
Yeah.
pakilala ang guest natin, Ron. Somebody very close to your heart.
Yeah, so we invited him. He's actually my well-known designer and a very good friend. His name is Pablo Cabahug. He's member of the FDCP. And last year, I believe he celebrated his 10th year in the fashion industry. No? So I met him, I think, maybe 10 or 11 years ago when he was still he just had started his practice. And he was because he tama ba yung term? Correct me na lang, no, Pablo? But he was working under Randy Ortiz then. And then Sir Randy, of course, kicked him out to say, it's time for you to do your own. Kicked him out in a good way. Because talagang he was ready and to do his own, to set up his own shop. And so I've asked him to join us this morning, to talk about paano na ba tayo ngayon magpapagawa ng gown, or how do we do fittings? Because apart from the makeup artist, of course, the makeup artist is really somebody who is very close to your face when you are working together, or you're preparing. But a wedding gown designer or a fashion designer also is very close naman talaga to you when you're having something done. So how
Yes.
will it look like? Dadamitan pa po ba natin yung bride when it comes to the to the wedding day, because we're very used to that, diba? The designer comes on the bridal preps day and all of that. So without further ado, please welcome with me Pablo Cabahug.
Hi, good
Good
morning.
morning, Pablo.
Yes.
Welcome to Love Wins, Live
Yeah.
for
Thank
Room,
you.
and thank you for choosing to spend your Saturday morning with us.
My
Yeah.
pleasure.
Oo. Pablo, kailangan tulungan mo kami to share with the soon-to-weds na nanonood, especially yung mga brides, paano tayo magiging confidently safe and beautiful pa din ngayong panahon ng pandemic.
Yeah,
Yun.
so it's like based on my experience kasi, like some brides are really cautious. They medyo praning sila ng very light. Well, we could understand naman. Sino bang hindi matatakot yung sa virus na yun? But what we
Gusto ko yun, praning ng very light. Okay.
So actually, like to share an experience, I have a client. She wanted to fit something, and she told me if nag rapid testing na ba kami. So I was very honest, and I told her na wala pa kasi hindi pa kami actually open that time. So with that, she told me she's not comfortable going to the shop. So what we did, we sent the gown, and she fitted it sa bahay niya, and we nag-video call na lang kami.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, parang ganun. Syempre nakakailang lang kasi we're adjusting to the new norm. Well, actually you're very right. Parang this is the normal na syempre nakakamiss yung magkurot ng bewang, nakakamiss yung maglalatag ka ng skirt at kukunin yung length. But of course, we just have to adapt to the changes that is happening right now. So yun, so we did video calling. Then kayang gawa ng paraan actually.
Is it harder, more tedious, kesa yung
Yeah.
live
Ib-
na ano?
yeah, iba pa rin talaga. Like, based on experience, I've been doing this for 10 years. Iba talaga pag ikaw yung kumukurot. Yun yung, kahit sabihin natin, 2 inches lang sasabihin niya, this is kind of maluwag or this is maluwag. Iba pa rin talaga pag ikaw yung humawak. Parang gano'n.
Yeah. And I guess because if you're doing a live, let's say you're doing a Zoom fitting, she's the one who's pinching, di ba? The fabric.
Yeah.
So, syempre, I mean, like ako, I wouldn't really know. I would say, Pablo, feeling ko 2 inches. Pero hindi, di ba? I
Correct.
mean,
Yeah.
Oo.
ano ba naman alam ko?
Oh, or ano, parang ako, di ba? Sasabihin ko kahit dito, 28 ang waistline ko. 28 to.
Mahirap
True.
yun. But
Diba?
at least the one that you did via Zoom, it was because, syempre, yung fitting, yung measurements niya, you already had it before the pandemic.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. December, yeah.
So now, kunwari, let's say, what if I want to have a simple gown made? I'm gonna have an intimate wedding, 10 people, but I still want to look fab, right? So, how do and let's say I'm running very light, and I don't want to go to your shop. How will I have my gown made? And pretend I'm not me na you know my katawan already.
Well,
How will you
yan
have a
ang,
gown
yan
made
ang,
now?
yeah, yan ang difficult lang. Like, I actually na had appointments na after the quarantine naman. We just take lang, parang measures lang to be, safety measures lang. Like sa shop, kasi when you go there, you have manang to take your measurements and you have an assistant to take down your measurements. But now,
Right.
syempre, kung kaya ko lang, ako na lang mag-isa, gagawin ko na lang. Para lang, I would always ask her lang, may kasama ka ba? Like that.
Right.
Oo.
Super
Kasi
important.
mahirap din. Yeah, mahirap din talaga. Tapos well, of course, we have a foot bath. And nagpapaalam ako, pwede ba kitang i-shower ng alcohol ng very light? So, mga ganun lang. Yeah, at konting ano lang, measure lang na how to be safe lang. Of course, it's for all of us. You're very right kanina na it's not naman me being praning or it's not the client being praning. It's actually me din na, alam mo yun, baka I wanna protect lang yourself. Baka kasi I have, you know what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
parang ganun. Yeah.
And it's treating your clients with respect. And at the same way, I think for clients, we also need to know that we also need to treat our suppliers with
Correct.
equal respect.
That's very
That's
true.
I
And
think-
you would really see them na they are ano rin pa rin. Until now they are so uncomfortable. Like when Manang does the measurement, iba rin talaga. May ilang talaga. Well, of course, sino ba hindi may ilang with this pandemic? But yung konting adjustment na so I will always tell Manang na ilayo mo na lang yung fess, huwag ka na lumapit.
Yes,
Oo,
yes.
yung ganun na lang. Oo. May
So,
adjustments na rin.
Are they wearing face masks when they're fitting?
Yeah, of course.
Your,
Yeah.
but also
Uh-huh.
your clients.
Yes.
Si client is still in face mask and face shield when they're fitting.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
So ano rin, Pablo, in your shop, you're also implementing parang kahit walang sign, no mask, no entry.
Oo.
Actually, wala akong ganong signage, but I think that's that's understandable.
Given.
That's
Oo.
yeah, we all know naman na it's really important to wear mask nowadays. So, ayun. And if ever, siguro kung may papasok na walang mask, I would just tell her politely na if you could wear masks.
Right.
Alam mo yun? Yeah.
You don't naman take
Temperature.
No naman.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. But that's a really good point that you mentioned, no? That you ask clients if they have somebody with them. Because usually, kunwari, a bride especially, di ba? I'll bring my mother, I'll bring my maid of honor, di ba? Especially what if we're quarantining together? Si Sustra is my maid of honor, and then si Maduk wants to see, right?
Yeah.
So, it's good to know, if you're watching, that's something that we need to be considerate of. That, okay, maybe if I'm gonna fit, ako na lang, and then I'll Zoom you when I'm in the shop.
Correct. Yeah.
If you really want to see
It's very true.
what's going
Yeah.
on and what's happening.
Mm-mm.
And then
Saka
maybe,
like, I have a lawyer. She wanted the costume Filipiniana for the oath taking. She told me kasi actually sa shop kasi medyo ano ngayon, it's kaguluhan because my shop right now is next to a checkpoint. So alam mo yung medyo mahaharas ka talaga. As in,
Right.
nahaharas ka. So when I started accepting clients, I told them if ever you come here muna sa house. When they okay naman sila. So dito muna ako as of now. Meron ko isang lawyer na she asked me if she could she's asking for the parking muna. Tapos if my boyfriend and my mom can come, sabi ko, sis, medyo wrong pa. Pwede bang ikaw na lang muna?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yun na.
yeah.
So those are very important points to raise na hindi namin, yun nga, hindi mo talaga maiisip as the client that, oh yeah, no, it's probably smarter if I just go alone.
True. But
Or
they're
if
very
you-
understandable. They would really understand the situation naman.
Or parang like if you're with your boyfriend or your fiancé, they don't have to necessarily go inside the shop or the house. It's like what they did during one of those queue statuses natin na yung isa maiiwan sa kotse, isa lang ang pwedeng pumasok ng grocery. Di ba? Parang ganon. So, especially ito kasi parang close contact din eh. So the less people,
Yeah, correct.
the less people, the better. Yesterday, I was talking to my friend who's a dentist, and yun, they equipped the clinic. They will start operations today. Sa kanila, ganun din yung protocol na ikaw lang, kung ikaw yung patient, if you have someone with you, and they just kindly stay in the vehicle na lang. And ayun nga, parang one step further pa, may bilan siya sa mga clients that make sure that you've already gone to the restroom before going inside the clinic. Kasi parang meron siya yung, may mga negative pressure room sila. So once pumasok ka, that's it. Kasi pag lumabas ka, gagamit ka ng CR, uulitin mo na naman from step 1 yung sanitation procedure. Oo. Pero kasi parang gano'n, di ba? Like, ako, when I go out now, tinitiis ko talaga. Like, kaya I make sure I just do short errands kasi hindi ako gumagamit ng banyo. Kahit na reputable yung establishment, I just try to hold it in. And pagdating na sa bahay, ang iniisip ko, the less places na iiwanan ko ng footprints ko, the better.
Right.
Oo, because I don't know if I've been here, mukha namang okay kaming lahat in the house, but we don't really know. Sabi ni Nybie kanina, we can never be 100% sure. We don't even know if we're carriers ourselves. Diba? So yun, I think that's good to remind our clients na hindi dahil nagmamaganda po kami. Kaya ayaw namin masyado maraming tao. But it's really the way of life now.
Yeah. So when I assume now you also don't accept walk-ins. Not that there will be a lot of walk-ins.
Well, actually, wala naman siguro walk-ins now. I think.
Wala din.
Actually, I receive emails. Yeah, I had emails, inquiries, but walk-ins, I don't think meron now.
Yeah. But if somebody's going to drop by the shop, let's say to do a fitting, or if they, do you still accept consultation na face-to-face, or do you do it na lang via Zoom?
Yeah, actually, I would always ask them. And clients they would really prefer pa rin face-to-face.
Face-to-face,
yeah, iba pa rin talaga. Meron nga silang, may term nga ako, gusto nila ng karinyo. Karinyo talaga.
Yeah.
As in, correct. Mm-hmm.
So, but then at least for that, you make sure that hindi sila mag-overlap. Kasi, what if,
hindi pwede.
3 p.m., let's say, 2 brides say, okay, I wanna do a 3 p.m., ganyan. So now, you make sure na, kasi unlike before, pwede kang mag-wait. There's like some shops have
waiting area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's,
correct.
No, you really have to stick to your appointment, girl.
Correct.
If that's your appointment,
that's
your appointment.
I think, like, itong episode natin is makeup and the gowns, fashion designer. Unlike other suppliers kasi, ito yung dalawang medyo talagang up close and personal because like if it's a photographer, the caterer, it can be done online, di ba? Kahit na hindi kita online. Because you're looking at packages. I mean, madali siyang, okay, package A, package B, di ba? I wanna add this. Sa inyong mga fashion designers, it's really more, sometimes you also have to see the client, ano ba yung body type niya, ano yung personality niya, which you will never fully appreciate if it's just on email, or pag ganito, di ba? Parang lahat naman tayo pwedeng kagandahan online, di ba?
Yes.
Parang there are things na nakikita mo lang up close and personal. That's why sila talaga yung very, very close to, um, hindi necessarily, hindi aabot ang 1 meter apart minsan yung
Yes.
interaction.
Walang social distancing masyado.
Oo, kasi parang one-on-one talaga kayo.
Yes.
Yun. I'm just curious, Pablo, kasi syempre ngayon, nauuso na yung intimate weddings. And may mga nakausap nga kami suppliers ni Rona in the past few weeks kasi pang 7th week na namin to. Ang feedback, may mga couples talaga na talaga ang gusto nila. They really want smaller celebrations. It's just that ina-accommodate yung wishes ng family kaya lumalaki yung guest list. Okay, so but now, they actually have a free hand kasi they're bound by the restrictions. So, yung iba, they really like to take advantage of this time kasi ang gusto lang nila family. So, there are others who are just waiting na, sige, madagdagan lang yung 10. Maybe when we go to yung medyo mas relax pa ng konti, madagdagan lang yung 10. Maybe they can have like 50 people and they're happy. So, as a designer, I'm sure over the last 10 years, you've done 100, probably 1,000 designs. Ano ngayon ang fearless forecast mo for the wedding attire trends? If you're doing the smaller intimate weddings, anong predictions mo if it's going to be a summer wedding? Kasi baka hanggang 2021 ito pa yung trend, di ba? So pag tag-ulan, ano ba ang dapat na gown? Those things. We'd like to hear from you.
Yes, that was gonna be my
Yes. Actually, kasi I haven't experienced an intimate wedding because I have weddings sana for April and May, but they got postponed nga for next year kasi ayaw nila i-push to. Well, if ever, August and November, that will be my very experience ng intimate wedding. Kaya excited din ako kung anong drama ang meron. But, well, based on forecast, I think, I received a couple of emails and actually, funny nga kasi when I'm browsing it, I would expect na may kasama po bang mask? Pero wala naman. Actually, wala. But their pegs are very simple. Malinis lang, flowy lang. Mga ganun na lang yung pegs ng brides ngayon. Wala na yung mga embroidery and bubble skirts and petticoats and everything. Brides right now are being practical na rin kasi nga it's an intimate wedding. So I think, they actually lean on to more classic, more simple designs.
more minimalist.
Minimalist,
We're
correct.
looking
Yes.
at
clean
Yeah.
lines.
Yes.
Clean lines.
Yes.
Inline.
Nakikita mo bang ma-beadwork pa rin? Kasi may iba gusto na ma-beadwork, shining, shimmering, splendid, di ba? Meron ka pa bang gano'n na nakikita when you're doing
I
like
think-
exact weddings?
Yeah, I think hindi naman siguro mawawala ang beadwork. Lalo na pag present si mother-in-law at saka si mother of the bride. Oo. So yun pa rin yan. May beadworks pa rin. Tsaka I think naman it will add naman a little spice, a little glamour din sa damit. A konting shimmer, a konting
Little.
shine. Yeah.
Where
Pero wala
it's,
naman masyadong heavy.
Yeah, hindi.
yes.
Actually, you would know, Ron, na I am not into the
Yes,
pinancy.
wala talaga. My gown had no beads.
Yeah.
Only the belt.
Sayang kasi ang silk chiffon and the French
Correct.
lace ones.
Yes.
So yun. Yeah.
Agree naman tayo doon. I'm also not a beadwork person.
Correct.
Yeah. So Pablo's that's Pablo's aesthetic. He's really
Yes.
he leans towards the minimalist and really beautiful great cuts. And this is also what I wanted to share no. So if for brides who are listening, fit is so important, especially in this time where there may be possibilities where you will not fit at the same place as your designer. So yun nga, yung mga things like you have to take it in 1 inch or there are things like that spells the difference of a gown. Like
Yeah.
I remember there's a very big celebrity who got married. And so everyone was so excited to see her gown and all of that, no? I'm sure if I tell you the story, alam mo na kung sino to. International celebrity. And, my Facebook went crazy when this celebrity got married because everyone said, the gown is beautiful, but what's going on with her sleeve? Parang it was loose. Ganyan, no? So, And it's such a beautiful gown. Sayang because the sleeve was, scrunch up ng konti, ganyan, at certain parts of the wedding. And I guess even more so now at intimate weddings, what will shift, I think, is now you really have to consider that people are just gonna see my dress up close na lang. It's not it We're not designing gowns anymore that have to be seen from the back of the pew of the church.
True.
Diba? Intimate
Mm.
weddings mean kailangan sobrang pulido kasi hindi na siya video photos lang eh. It's really everyone's gonna see every single stitch and beadwork. And that's why it's really important to work with suppliers who have been doing this for years, who are able to practice their work and their craft even if it's via a screen.
Yeah, oo. Yeah, bumabalik din naman tayo, Rona, dun sa ano, no? Parang I think it's a recurring realization. Now we're on our 7th week. It really boils down now, in the age of pandemic, it really boils down to, yes, it's possible. Yes, love wins. Yes, tuloy ang kasal. But it will boil down to the suppliers of your choice.
Yes.
Because yun nga lahat ngayon has to be meticulously planned. So it doesn't mean yung akala nyo simpleng wedding na wala na lang, but the planning now is longer or mas meticulous. Tama pa, Pablo, sabi mo nga. Mas
Correct, yeah.
mahirap even if you do it online.
Mahirap. Mm-mm.
Ang
True.
hirap ng instructional. So mas meticulous. So I think now more than ever, brides who are considering brides and grooms to be who are considering getting married in the next few months, you also have to, ito yung harsh reality, mas meticulous ang planning because one glaring truth is we are dealing with the virus. Number two, all the suppliers are working also with the minimum health protocols. We all have to observe that. So again, it boils down to the team of wedding vendors that you will finally have for your special day. Kaya nga kailangan ma-zero in mo yon para on the day itself, confidently safe ka at beautiful ka talaga.
Do you still
Diba?
hear clients on
Sorry,
their
Rons, I didn't get you. Sorry.
do you still see yourself going to the wedding venues and dressing up your clients on the wedding day? Kasi, di ba before, what we would do is, lahat ng suppliers will all just put them in one room, lahat ng entourage, lahat ng makeup artist, ganyan, di ba? And sanay tayo that we're just in there in the hotel room na hindi makagalaw, di ba? But
Waiting, watching, yeah.
Waiting until it's my turn, dadamitan ko na ba si bride, ganyan. But obviously, that's not going to be the case anymore.
But will you still do that, Pablo?
Yeah, will you still be dressing up your... Pag
Of course.
let's say malaki na yung... I mean, there's more people who can be part of the wedding. You'll still be going to the wedding venue to dress up your bride.
Of course. Iba pa rin pag may
Pero yun na
touch
lang.
ng pag-asikaso. Syempre, these brides naman, they have a choice naman. Kaya nga, they actually got your service kasi alam naman, gusto nila nung merong personal touch. At saka ako, personally, iba pa rin talaga. As in, every time, kahit minsan masakit sa ulo, yung kung ano, pag maglalakad ka talaga sa aisle, iba pa rin talaga yung, alam mo, yung mapapaluha ka pa rin. And it's really, as a designer kasi, parang it's very fulfilling na you are part of that very special day. Kaya nga, tabang-tama yung tuloy ang kasal, dead ma sa pandemic. Kasi, this is actually, weddings are a family thing. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's ano talaga. And tsaka siya dream ng babae yan. Hindi mo pwedeng tanggalin yung pangarap na yan na mag-march. Keber na kung 10 na yung nanonood sa simbahan. Or kung ano, tuloy pa rin talaga.
Yes.
Yeah.
Diba? That's really encouraging kasi more and more, now on our 7th week, we realize na, parang essential talaga siya, especially in our culture. It's
Correct.
one of the
It's very
most
true.
important milestones in the
It
lives
is a
of the
milestone.
Filipino people, no? Importante
Correct.
ang kasal. I mean, you can start a family anytime, sure, yeah, but talaga it all boils down na we really want to be married legally, we really need to have that blessing, di ba? Sabi nga ni Nybie kanina, it's also one way of it's your way of glorifying God by seeking to be
Amen.
married first before getting together and starting a family. So, ano siya, essential siya sa culture natin. Ayun nga.
Yeah.
Sabi nga ni Pablo, keber, pero we really just have to follow protocols, no?
Yun lang talaga. Tsaka yun nga, you were asking if the bride will actually request by presents. Oo naman. Actually, before nakakapraning, but now kasi actually parang lumalabas na rin ako. As long as talaga you are just protected, like you know your hand washing, you know your sanitation. I wear gloves, I wear face masks, I wear face shield. Ganun lang naman yun eh. Kasi
Yeah.
pag masyado rin tayong takot, pero medyo wala namang mangyayari sa life natin.
Oo. Kasi,
Diba? As
kasi
long as you
siguro,
know, yeah,
tsaka ngayon marami ng information about the virus.
true.
Unlike
Correct.
nung nauna, ako lahat, di ba, lahat kulang na lang inumin mo ang alcohol, di ba, sa kapraningan. Pero ngayon marami ng information. Dati kasi hindi natin alam what we are up
Yeah.
against.
True.
So, ano na ba tayo, 100 days into the pandemic dito sa Philippines. 105, o, di ba? May konting information na, sabi nga ni Nybie, importante that you equip yourself with knowledge. Yun. So,
Correct.
once alam mo yun, of course, hindi ka magiging extreme na talagang, I mean, expression lang po yun sa mga nanonood na dead man. Parang, hindi ka naman completely
Yeah,
dead man. You just have to know ano ba yung tama at ano ang fake news, kasi ang dami fake news.
Correct.
Equip yourself with the right knowledge, kung ano tong virus na to, and then you take it from there, di ba? Syempre, lahat ng safety protocols gawin mo, and then go on with life. Go on with designing beautiful clothes for the brides, and go on with your wedding plans. Basta safe.
And
True.
as a bride, you definitely should be able to get that treatment and those beautiful dresses and suits that you want to have on your wedding day. And that's why working with Pablo or Nybie or other suppliers whom we trust is really key. And at the same time, you can be sure that they will deliver. I think that's it.
Yeah.
They will make sure that magagawa nila yan, and they will do it safely with all the proper protocols in place. So,
Yeah.
Pablo, any last words you might have for brides and grooms who are watching, whether baka they want to get married sa intimate wedding or they're pushing it down, anything you want to share sa mga ikakasal?
Just go for it. Well, if you wanna do it talaga this year or next year, as long as naman you know nga that you're very correct. You know how to protect yourself. You're okay. And tsaka tama nga, we have a lot of infos now with WHO on how can we get contaminated with the virus or how can we get infected. Sorry. So we just really need to, knowledge is power. We just need lang to know ano talaga yung totoong eksena about the virus, and we just need to protect ourselves.
Yes, that's true. Pablo, if they want to get in touch with you, paano? If they want to set an appointment, how can they contact you?
Yes, I have my Facebook and Instagram at Pablo Cabahug.
Okay. Well, we'll comment also on the live video your actual links also for Nybie, so that they can get in touch with you if you're watching this live broadcast. You can get in touch with them there. And it was really a question that I had to ask if Pablo was still gonna dress up people, but I really have to say that from my experience, it's almost impossible that Pablo will not dress you up. Talagang you have to be the one to say, do not come. Ganon yung that's Pablo's dedication and commitment when it comes to his brides and his clients. Sabak yan, kahit anong mangyari. Like I said in my past broadcast, I got married in Tagaytay on a rainy Friday, and he was there. And
I will not forget that, Rons.
Of course, because my silk chiffon gown by the end of the ceremony was labadami labango na. It had so much mud because nga it was rainy. But you know what happened? Pablo and his team hand washed my gown in the middle of the in between the ceremony and the
And the
reception.
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 Yeah.
While I was eating canapes, I was standing next to the lavabo so that I could hand wash my gown. And by the time I went into the reception, talo ang Ariel, talo ang breeze, talo ang tide. It was as white as snow. So that's
Wow.
service Pablo really brings to the table. So thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
Thank you.
being with
Pablo,
us.
you
Thank you
also
so
do
much.
suits, no? Not just
Yeah.
gown. Oh, you also do suits.
Suits.
And
Ayan. So,
mask.
pwede and mask. So,
And
pwede
skin
talaga
masks. Yeah.
bride
Bridal
and groom.
masks.
Oo. Kasi nagsi-streamline yun eh. So, pwede bride and groom can go and consult and set up an appointment with Pablo.
Yes. Thank you, Pablo.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
you. Thank you.
And
It
fun.
was nice meeting you. First time to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have well, we still have 4 days left once again for the bridal marketplace. If you are you've reached the end of the broadcast, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
And we do have a little bit of a audience participation we'd like to request from you. So next week we have our topic open, and we'd like to leave it up to you, the viewers and our followers on Facebook, what you want to talk about next week. So we're thinking about whether it's going to be wedding preparations again, because we've been talking about this the past few weeks, or if you want to do a Q&A about getting married, ano ba talaga yung pinapasok namin? Kasi minsan
Yeah.
nakakalimutan natin di ba? We're so focused on the wedding, we kind of forget to prepare for marriage. And of course, if you want to talk about baka you have problems when it comes to just, navigating around, we were saying, this is what my family wants, and this is what his family wants, and this is what we want, and you want to do a Q&A with us, we can do this anonymously, guys. Don't worry. Let us know. We're gonna have a poll up for you guys to answer so that we can really bring to you what is your concern as a soon to wed couple.
Because we'd really like to inspire you and help you and hopefully be part of your beautiful journey to marriage. Yun. Tapos Ron, siguro they can send in their response by Wednesday so that we can prepare for it.
Yes.
And yung topic that will be chosen, merong special gift from Themes and Motives. Yay! So send in the topics that you'd like us to discuss for next week. We'd love to hear from you. Ano ba yung relevant sa inyo? And the topic that we'll choose, a special gift po. We'll announce it also on Thursday, siguro, no? When we pick it up. All
So
right.
thank you again for joining us this morning.
Yeah, salamat din sa aming guests, Nybie and Pablo. Thank you for choosing to spend your Saturday morning with us and for sharing those insights. I hope natulungan po namin kayo, na-inspire namin kayo this morning to be safe and confident and tuloy ang kasal, love wins. We'll see you next week. Please do join us sa Themes and Motives online bridal fair, the Bridal Marketplace. I'll see you next week, Rana. It was nice spending my morning with you again.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.